So I just finished recording another video, but this particular topic had nothing to do with it, so I thought I would record a second video. I kind of wanted to talk about depression. I know that doesn't have a whole lot to do with eating, but it does have a lot to do with holistic health, which is kind of what I'm interested in. To me, eating, and I'm not talking about veganism, because veganism is completely ethics for me, but eating and trying to eat well and trying to lose weight, this is all about my holistic health, which includes my mental health. So I wanted to talk about depression because it's something that I'm really struggling with lately. I've actually struggled with it my whole life. For as long as I can remember, it's been something that I've had off and on, probably since around 8 or 9, maybe 7, especially. Yeah, I've seen a lot of psychologists, counselors, a psychiatrist, which we will never do a psychiatrist again, but over the years, and I've been on several different kinds of medications, and yeah, I just kind of keep relapsing. So the last time I relapsed was in, I don't know, I think it was like 2010, 2011, around there. It was towards the end of my undergraduate degree. I saw a psychologist at my school who was technically supposed to get rid of me after 10 sessions, but she kept me until I graduated, which was way more than 10 sessions. But I really needed it. I was to the point where I was almost hospitalized at the time. And yeah, so at the end of 2012, or towards the end of 2012, well, that's misleading. I mean the 2012 school year, so it was actually towards like the last half of that school year, so it was first half of 2012. I started feeling a lot better, and I guess like my depression had gone into remission, or whatever you call it. I had started taking an antidepressant, Cipralex. I was on the lowest dosage. The doctor that prescribed it to me also was at the clinic at the school, but you don't have to be a student there to see the doctors. And yeah, so he saw me every week or every couple weeks to make sure like I wasn't gonna kill myself and things like that. And he had suggested to increase the amount of Cipralex that I was on, and I declined because I was actually feeling a lot better. And at the time, the type of depression that I had was, I would say, all internal. It was just, I mean, the thoughts in my head were scary and negative and cruel, and just absolutely nothing that you would say to probably your worst enemy. And I guess I was my own worst enemy. And the Cipralex really calmed those thoughts, and I'm still on that dosage, the 10 milligram dosage of Cipralex. And when I first moved to where my new university is, which was the end of 2012. No, it was not. It was like September 2012. August 2012. Anyway, it was the beginning of that school year. I moved here, and I was at the point where I was no longer covered under the medical insurance of my old school, and my new school's medical insurance hadn't picked up yet, and Cipralex is so expensive, so I got off of it. And when I got off of it, I found that I've got really, really irritable. There was other things that were going on. I'll explain that in another video, but there's another reason why I take those pills and why I'm probably not going to come off of them. It's not just for the depression. So Anyway, I mean, like after a couple weeks, I went back on the medication, and I've been on it ever since. So, I mean, that was almost 3 years ago. So this year, well, probably around October-ish, I started relapsing again, and it was gradual. It was kind of ignited by a family emergency that we had. And I think that just kind of started the stress. And then there's been like all of this incoming thing. So the relapse is a lot different this time. Like, I definitely feel depressed and I get these moments of hopelessness. But it's not like the internal struggle that I had back in 2010, 2011, where I was just, so hateful towards myself. It's not like that. I mean, a lot of it is internal, I know, but it's being propelled by external things this time. External stresses, finances are huge stress on me right now. And that's, again, my fault. I'm by no means rich anyway, not even close. I'm probably going to be living on the poverty line forever. But the extent of my debt and financial distress right now is definitely my fault and had a lot to do with my food addiction and fast food addiction. So, as in, like, probably about $40,000 of debt on fast food. It's pretty pathetic. Or more. Could be more. It's been a lot. So, anyway, basically the point of this video is not to be like, oh, I'm so depressed, because but kind of to talk about how I'm trying to treat it, and I'm really struggling with the way that I'm trying to treat it. So it's been impacting me at work, and in February my back went, and it was at the perfect time. I didn't want my back to go, but I mean, it was definitely at the perfect time because I could not handle anything mentally anymore. And once my back went, I was just like, oh God, I can finally stay home. So I got off work for my back, and I was off for a little while. And but then my back got better after a while. It took a while. It took over a month, but my back finally got better. But I went to the doctor, and I told the doctor that I was really struggling with depression right now, and I wanted to be put off work for a little while I try to sort things out. So she put me off work. I've been off technically since February 11th. I went back on February 27th for 2.5 hours. That was with my back, to try and see if I could work again, and I couldn't. I had to leave in 2.5 hours, and I haven't back since. So, yeah. I've been having a really hard time. I don't have a family doctor right now because there is no family doctor. There are no family doctors available in this entire county of where I live, and it's a big county. I mean, maybe not very populated, but it's a big county. It's widespread, and no doctors. So I've been going to a walk-in clinic, and I've been seeing like a regular doctor there, where I just keep going back. Like, she'll tell me when she's going to be back in, and I'll go back in. But the thing is that, well, I keep saying that I want to go to a counselor, psychologist, and they keep stressing medication, more medication, more medication. I keep trying to tell them it's not like last time where it's all internal. So I think maybe counseling would be more beneficial than more medication, because if I can start sorting out these external problems, maybe I can better cope with the internal depression. I don't know. Maybe I do need more medication, but I don't want to start with more medication. Because, well, and then they keep saying that, well, your medication's not working. Well, technically it sort of is. I mean, I still don't have those terrible thoughts that I have had. It's still keeping those away. So, yeah, I mean, it is working. It's not going to fix all this external stress. And until I learn how to cope with the external stress, I don't think medication can do that. And then she keeps, like, I tried to use the excuse, well, you know, Cipralex is very expensive, and it's too expensive to just double your dose. It's very expensive. And I just thought of something, sorry. But anyway, it's just, so she's trying to get me to go on, its sort of cousin medication, which is Celexa. And she wants me to go on that. And I'm just thinking, I can't go on that because it is, you know, I mean, I guess I could, but the side effects are supposed to be worse. And I'm really comfortable with the one that I'm on. I don't want to go on a different one. And I went in to see her on April 17th, and she actually switched with one of her relatives who's also a doctor. I don't know what relation they are, but he's a lot older. And anyway, I wasn't expecting that, and I was really disappointed. But I was so frustrated because I went in and I was trying to voice my concerns, and all he was saying was like, literally, yep, more medication, yep, that would be great, so you agree then, more medication? And I'm just like, no, I don't agree. He was like, okay, you agree, more medication, more medication, more medication. And he just kept going on, and I would just wanted to like wring his neck until his head popped off. Not really, but it was so frustrating. And I'm just like, they're not listening to me. It's like, if I need more medication, I will consider it, but I want to go to a counselor first. I want to try to, you know, work through this without medication. I guess I should be expecting this from a medical doctor in the Western field, but I don't know. I just don't think medication's the answer to everything. It's the last resort. And so I've been watching some videos from really inspiring vegans on YouTube, and how they're, you know, trying to be positive, and I've been trying to like take some of their advice. If you guys have any advice, please leave it below, because this is a really big thing right now, and eventually I'm gonna have to go back to work by the end of June, and I would like to do it without being ready to, you know, go absolutely insane. So, yeah, I just want to kind of work through this as holistically as possible, as naturally as possible. I don't know. I did go see a counselor the other day, and I was very, I don't know, I was kind of disappointed. So maybe I'll go back, but yeah, I was kind of disappointed. Anyway, so that's my little rant. And again, any suggestions of if you've overcome something like this more naturally and holistically, please let me know. All right, we'll talk to you later. Bye.